We're going to Google. What is OSI? The Open System Intercommunication Model is a conceptual model that represents how network communications work. Learn more about the 7-layer OSI. And we're going to click on the link. The Open System Interconnection Model is a conceptual model created by the International Organization for Standardization, which enables diverse communication systems to communicate using standard protocols. In plain English, the OSI provides a standard for different computer systems to be able to communicate with each other. The OSI model can be seen as a universal language for computer networking. It is based on the concept of splitting up a communication system into 7 abstract layers, each one stacked upon the last. Each layer of the OSI model handles a specific job and communicates with the layers above and below itself. DDoS attacks target specific layers of a network connection. Application layer attacks target layer 7, and protocol layer attacks target layers 3 and 4. In the OSI model that every computer nerd has to know, at least just the basics, the data link layer is layer 2. When you go to the data link layer, you'll be assigned a MAC ID because that's how the entire internet functions with communication. And MAC IDs are about full control, what gets in, what doesn't, and having a hard stop at the physical layer for cybersecurity as well. So they are rather important for making sure that no one hacks your network and getting out to the network layer at all for all your blockchain. It all starts at your hardware, your infrastructure, you, because you are connected to the cloud, whether you want to be or not. This is cybersecurity with human bodies. Now let's go over here. Remember this image? So down at the physical layer, that's the media, the signal, the electrical signal, and the binary transmission. Then you have the data link layer. The MAC ID has its own area since the 1940s, inside of any computer networking we do. So if your body is connected to the cloud, which it is, you're going to have a MAC ID. It's a level of hard security that if another device tries to communicate with you inappropriately, it can't. Let's go over to this image. This is where I have to explain to you about your PDU and the headers that you have at the P2P, peer-to-peer level for your blockchain. When we do the comparison between the OSI layers and your TCP/IP, we're really looking at your networks. Y'all doing your consensus and most of your heavy lifting with and above your session layer. But for your actual tokens, P2P, you know that the layers are complementary, and you're at the physical layer for cybersecurity, due to the fact that radio frequency was too easy to snoop. So the reason they have to use the human body communication with P2P is so that the capacitance is tight around the body for cybersecurity purposes. Now, if we look at this image, in cybersecurity, as I note on a network, which you are accessible to the physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application layers of data as they come and go. But given that your body is the physical layer of all this connectivity, the data link layer and just a little bit of the network can host P2P very close with just you and another person. But in the tokenized digital ledger system, it's always recorded somewhere with something called remote PHY, physical layer.